Hello, everyone. It's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains episode summary and cast list analysis. I am joined by my friend Pete. Pete, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
And tonight is an understatement. It's what time is it? It's 2:52 in the morning.
We're doing good.
Yikes. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. We are going to go over the 100 cast list, which is the next week's episode, so everyone that will be speaking in there. The summaries, a little bit of new info for 101. We did have the 101 summary, but we got a little bit of new information and the title and a very, very brief summary for episode 102. So you haven't seen any of this. Are you excited to?
I've not seen any of this, and I am very excited.
You texted me Wednesday night, which is when we're recording this, just very late Wednesday night. Dude, that effing episode. That's what you texted me.
Yeah, that
You're
was
a big fan.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Good start. We'll get into the episode and how we think this duel is going to play out. But yeah, let's flip and begin. Oh, other sheet. Right, I arranged it poorly. So we're going to go over the 100 cast list first. If you do not want any spoilers, now is your chance to get off this video. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. So episode 100 is titled A Twisted Utopia, and here is the summary in case anyone has forgotten. Bowman uses the consciousness of the people trapped in VRains to create a data storm and summons forth a powerful Hydra Drive monster. Playmaker is completely helpless before Bowman. Seeing this, the three Knights of Hanoi decide to take action. Here is the cast list of everyone speaking: Yusaku, Ai, Kusanagi, Akira, Emma, Faust, Gnome, Vira, Bowman, Naoki, Hayami, Frog/Pigeon, and extras. So, no, there is one name that actually does kind of stand out to me. I don't know if you can,
I know
you know what I'm going to say. Well, in my review today, and I find it so fascinating that Soul Technologies, besides Akira, but Akira right now is acting under his own accord.
And he's also trapped right now.
Exactly.
He's not in the real world.
Right, that's very true. Soul Technologies is just not doing anything.
They seem not concerned whatsoever about what's going on. This is literally their main product, and they don't even care.
Yeah,
people are literally, after today's episode, possibly dead, and they don't care.
No, it blows my mind. And, like, if they're not going to care in that sense, you could have at least had a scene where you show Queen or you show one of the Soul Tech uppers showing that they don't care, because it shows how callous and cruel they are. But they're just gone. They're not doing anything.
I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
What you do is you have Queen in her office, right?
Right.
All she's looking at is stock reports, and the stock is massively going down, and that's all she cares about.
Yeah, right. No, that would fit her character. But Hayami is speaking, and that's interesting because Hayami, as far as we know, is in the corporate of Soul Tech right now, the office at least of Soul Tech. So maybe she will have some sort of report from the uppers that she can give to Akira. What I think is going to happen, Akira, Ghost Girl, and the three Knights are going to get involved in stopping this neuron link. Yeah. We know that from the 101 summary. So I think Akira is going to give some sort of advice to Hayami on how to proceed.
Or how to hack the net, because he said he used to be a good hacker, kind of thing.
Right, exactly. So I don't think the uppers will be involved in this. I hope they are.
She turns out to be Revolver's sister.
I saw that.
Tweet.
What do you think about it? It's a crack theory.
I actually, like I said, I always like the theory that she is the spy.
Me too.
If they never ever complete that thread, and we just never go back, what a wasted line.
Yeah, well,
horrible.
I always go over. Well, I do top 10 unanswered questions. That would be a very high one.
I just believe that they have.
They'll do it. They'll do it. They'll cover their tracks. So we are going to go now into the 101, 102 summaries real quick, and they're very short, as you can see.
Yeah, wow.
The episode 101 summary, which this is a new line from it. The 101 summary before, I don't have it in front of me, but it was something along the lines of Playmaker falls back into despair because Bowman starts repairing the neuron link after the Knights and
because they destroyed all of it, and then he brought it back again.
So this is a new line from that summary. Playmaker is now in a pinch. I decides to go for a dangerous gambit. And then episode 102 is very interesting. Entrusted wishes. I entrust his final hopes and wishes to Playmaker.
I told you that was going to happen.
You did tell me.
I told you.
He did say to me, I has to become part of Bowman.
There's no way.
Bowman has to be completed, kind of like Thanos.
If we make all the jokes, there's no way you don't give him all 6 stones, or in this case, you don't give him all 6 Ignis. Mm-hmm. At some point, he has to have them all so that our hero fights him at his full power. I mean, it just happens.
That's how you're interpreting this, right?
That's absolutely.
There's no other way.
The literal episode is called Entrusted Wishes. Yeah. It's the wish of I to beat Bowman so that all the Ignis could be free or whatever. Even if it means all the Ignis die inside of Bowman, it's that Playmaker protects the world, and now I cares about that stuff when he, was all about himself really in the beginning. And the relationship he has with Yusaku and You know, he wants him to go. It'll be something like that.
Yeah.
He has to get all the power, Bowman. He has to.
Yeah, I completely agree. And big thank you to DMC, of course, for translating, posting this up on his WordPress. And, you know, everyone leave your thoughts down below on these very tiny summaries. What this also does confirm, episode 102, is it confirms that this is going to be the first 4-episode duel in Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains.
At least 4 episodes.
At least 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I said in my review, I could see this going like 5 or 6 episodes.
At this point, I am so intrigued and interested. I don't even care.
So the first part of this duel really hooked you.
Yeah, it really did.
Because I know for a lot of people it was hit and miss. For a lot of
just
people.
for me, like there was something about the music, the way everything
the
was.
Music, his vampire theme.
Like his vampire music, but even like when it turned to Playmaker and like his theme music kicked in and like I felt like, oh, there's hope there. And they immediately destroy that hope, which is like, yeah, I knew everything you're going to do. So
and I'm using another skill.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening?
Yeah, first of all, like, can we talk about just real quick the BS of this, right?
Yeah.
In Master Duels, we established that you couldn't use your skill. That was a speed duel thing, right?
Right.
And then Bowman not only uses it, he's used it before in Master Duels, and we saw Windy use it as well.
Used it too, yeah.
But like this BS of people who can control the data storm, okay, which was supposed to be the thing that Storm Access that Yusaku could do.
That made him unique, yeah.
He's been forbidden for that as we've had pretty much all Master Duels all season, okay? And that now with this neuron link thing, every single turn he's able to use this.
Yeah.
You want to talk about OP? This is ridiculous. He's a Link 5 monster on the field, and then he could just keep accessing the storm over and over and over, and that Yusaku then has to also go through the traumatic experience of hearing people scream.
Yeah, that was pretty messed
every
up.
time that happens.
Yeah, I think the best part is like, I was like, there's no such thing as a Link 5, and Bowman's like, if it doesn't exist, create it. And all of a sudden, the Link 5...
As soon as he said there's no such thing as it, I was like, God damn it, I was like, why did we have to jinx it?
Well, what I said in my review is he set the bar so high in this very first episode. By the end, he better be summoning like Link 8s all over the field.
Well, I mean, it's going to be definitely, I think, a Link 6.
You think so?
Yeah, because I is going to be the 6. Ignis is going to be a Link 6.
That's a good way to look at it. See, so going back to these summaries, I decided to go for a dangerous gambit. And clearly, whatever he decides to do, I think it's going to help Playmaker in the duel, but I think it's going to kill him off.
It sacrifices him.
Yeah, exactly.
But what? What would him sacrificing himself help? How would that help?
Remember, in the second episode, the end of the first episode.
Oh, so we're going way back.
We're going way back.
Okay.
Yusaku said something about, like, I think I can take down the Knight of Hanoi. And I said, well, artificial intelligence, we don't calculate on luck. We only bet the odds or something.
Right.
I'm butchering that quote. And he created the data. He unlocked the data material and recreated the data storm.
Yeah.
So even though Windy is the Ignis that has the best power in controlling the data storm, I think that I is going to do something in episode 101 and maybe the beginning of 102 to create a data storm to let Playmaker use a skill very similar to Bowman and use Storm Access in this duel to grab an extremely powerful monster.
I mean, that's possible. I mean, we've heard the other Ignis like lightning.
The difference is, the difference is Bowman uses thousands of humans to create the data storm.
Yeah.
I is going to use himself as the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the neuron link.
It's totally possible.
That's what I think is going to happen.
What I was going to say is just that we've heard lightning and other people say before that for whatever reason, they don't usually specify, is very unique in how he is. Mm-hmm. He might have like his jokey manner and everything else, but they always say he's the key. He's the one that's really different from us, right? Maybe he has this incredible power that we're going to see in these couple episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe he is a master of kind of this Ignis algorithm that they keep saying Bowman has. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's just really good with the numbers. He's really good with summoning things and being able to create an entire data storm. You know, it's not Windy's case where you have control of it. He's able to make it from thin air because he's able to make the calculations to create it.
Yeah, which is kind of what we saw in the first episode.
Right? It could be something like that. I really would like that if that's how he makes the sacrifice.
I think
it's
there's
bailing him out,
something more to him,
and that he's able to get some great card from like it. I mean, this man Yusaku literally right off the bat he's synchro summoning, and it it meant nothing.
Yeah,
it literally meant nothing.
And Quantum's a pretty good card, Cyber's Quantum,
and the effect it has on it, where normally you could return the monster to the deck, and he's like, jokes, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
which we don't know why he can't do that yet.
And I'm like, what the
because
hell?
We don't know this. First of all, this is a Link 5. It's got 4,000 attack, which is insane.
Right off the bat.
That's Obelisk the Tormentor.
Remind you, which obviously you guys know way more than I do. There's not even any judgment arrows on the field yet.
No.
We're not even using Link spells yet, and this man's got 4,000 attack already.
And but the scary thing is we don't know the effect of the monster. And usually monsters that are hard to summon, like a Link 5, usually they're going to have disgusting effects.
As soon as I saw all the heads, I was like, oh no.
On top of the effect that he's using, whatever the monster has, he's also using a skill.
Yeah.
So, and we don't know what this new skill is.
Yeah. Does he still have that high drive element card on the field where he was able to change and make the light Ignis?
I don't know.
Like where he was able to use the light effect?
I think that was a one-time spell. I don't think
okay, so that's gone off the field? Because if that's still on the field, I'd be like, dude.
Yeah, you can change
like,
that,
you might as well just quit right here.
Yeah. Well, and then what I love about these summaries, too, is he's been through so much this arc. He's seen everyone that he cares about, which isn't a lot of people, die and fall. Yeah. He's going to be alone. He's going to be completely alone.
And if you look back at the footage, I think I said this on camera, but I definitely said it to you. I said that was going to happen.
Yeah, you did.
I said you have to not only give Bowman all the power, you have to put Yusaku as literally he is everything. He is literally the last line of defense. He doesn't even have an Ignis helping him. Mm-hmm. It's just him.
After this episode,
after 102 or
99, after 99, do you think there's any chance Bowman wins?
Honestly, dude, there is a percentage chance for me. And okay.
How high?
20%.
Really? You're giving him... I see.
The reason why I say that is I understand it's the hero, and I did pick Playmaker to win the duel.
Everyone did.
But R4, because until you prove it to me, like I picked Kusanagi, obviously, and look how wrong that was, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Until you prove it to me. But I think it would just be a master bit of storytelling if that he's able to win. Where do you go in season 3? The despair, everything that you would be going through, he didn't get everyone back. Like, almost, if we keep wanting to reference Thanos, that they lose at the end of Infinity War, right?
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
Losing here at the end of the season, I just think would be such great, interesting storytelling. I think there's so many paths you can do there instead of him doing the typical win. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
Having consequences. We talked about it a lot. I'm sorry if you're not a Marvel fan, but we talked about a lot, like bringing everyone back from the snap. Like that's not. It takes away all the stakes of the last movie.
Which we're assuming they'll do.
Bringing everyone back that's died, from Soulburner to Owie, to everybody, even Revolver. Like bringing everybody back. It kind of defeats. I think it takes some of the momentum, some of the wind out of the sails for season 3. Especially that Bowman, in my opinion, has been built up as this amazing villain. Like I think he's been great. Is Queen or whoever in season, are they living up to that?
Are they even going to be a villain in those?
Like really, seasons? If you think about for the 2 seasons now, we've been building up to Bowman, whether we knew it or not. We were right. I know Revolver's really in the Knights or the villains of season 1, but the whole thing in the background is they want to stop the Ignis. Well, the Ignis is playing the whole time. At least one of them was Bowman. He was the major weapon. So really, this has been 2 seasons of build-up, 100+ episodes. We're just going to kill Bowman at the end of this? That's it? And we just all the Ignis come out and everyone's happy. We're just shaking hands with lightning. We're all cool. like how are we going to really do this?
I agree. I think that there should be some sort of consequences, and I think it would be very interesting if Bowman wins and they're in kind of like a different realm almost. Like
right? I want to see what his new world is like. Right? Don't you?
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be very awful.
Right, but there was some great lines in this episode in 99 where like I's just like calling out like that's a dictator, and he doesn't see himself as that.
He doesn't understand what it is.
Yeah, but it's not even that. He sees himself as like he's
a savior.
He's a savior. Like he is doing this for the benefit of humanity. I'm an AI, and like most of these AIs we see in movies and things like that, they probably do it in real life too. I know what's best for you. If human beings are going to be around, I know what's best for you. Because they make a comment saying that like you're going to be the only one left in the world, but he doesn't. Bowman says no. Like he's not trying to exterminate like Ultron, like all human beings. He wants to progress them into the world that he thinks should be there.
Yeah.
I thought all that the back and forth was very interesting in this episode.
And the people that he's like absorbed, they're not dead; they're living on through him, which is
which kind of means they're dead.
It does mean they're dead.
So,
No,
like,
he's a hypocrite. It
like,
does mean
like
they're dead.
they are
Of course
dead.
they're dead.
And they called him out as being a hypocrite in this episode
which is
of
great.
like lightning held up Jin, right? And you said that was wrong. And then like he gives like he kind of gives this weird explanation where he's like that, and I understand what he's saying. Where he's saying lightning was affecting the duel itself, right? That was preventing Revolver from attacking. I'm doing it because it's part of my skills.
Yeah, it's part of my strat. Yeah,
But like, dude, like you're still using thousands of people now as collateral for your data storms here. Like, it's kind of the same thing a little bit.
He's still doing horrible shit. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of still messed up.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a hell of a duel. Our first 4-parter in VRains, and I am, I'm excited to see how it plays out. I don't know if it got off to the same start as like a Revolver versus Lightning or a Windy
I was just
versus
intrigued
Spectre.
the whole time, dude.
Yeah, no, and
It
that's
just
fair.
really did it
That's
for me.
fair. No, I'm glad it did.
I
said
say-
Windy versus Spectre. I meant Windy versus Soulburner. But you know what I meant.
Yeah. I will say I was a little bit upset that so far the Neuron Link hasn't hit Naoki because I was
It's never gonna hit him, dude.
waiting for that the whole episode. That was really really annoying that it didn't hit
The
him.
one time he doesn't show up on the cast list for the next, I'm gonna have a heart attack because that's it. That means he's getting hit and killed off.
Did you think, like, in the little things, did you think it was a little weird and stupid by Pigeon and Frog there that he let them go?
Yeah.
And then he put it back on, and I was like, dude.
He could have kept recording without putting it back on.
Yeah, like,
They're idiots.
I was like,
they're the dumbest characters in the universe.
they might be.
Yeah.
They're right up there with Naoki.
Easily. I'm going to put Naoki ahead of them. I mean, like, ahead of them in terms of intelligence. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching our thoughts
Ridiculous.
on 99, 100, 101, 102. Basically, all things Playmaker versus Bowman as this season most likely does come to an end. We probably, just for a little outline for the summaries, we should get the full summary for 102, for 103, and 104, and probably the title for 105.
That's next month, right?
I would, in probably like a week and a half.
Ooh, that's awesome,
Probably
dude.
like a week and a half. So hopefully you'll come on for that.
Yeah,
again.
dude, I would love to do
Absolutely. It's always good to have multiple voices going over them. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And please leave all your thoughts on Bowman Playmaker, all your predictions, all that beautiful stuff down below in the comment section. A special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Lexa Baker, Glen McGookin, Jorge Carrillo, James Rose, Samuel Stark, Thomas Adderley, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, and Vincent Van Der Veen, and to my Diamond tier patron, Jesse Wood, and to my Egyptian God tier patron, Syn Cloud, and Chris Swan. A huge thank you to everyone who supports me over on Patreon. I cannot tell you how much it helps me out. And a huge thank you to everyone who just watches these videos, because without you guys, I would not be able to do this. I hope you enjoyed our thoughts on kind of a quick recap of 99, 100, 101, and 102. Pete, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Check him out on Clueless Gamers, his
Thank
YouTube
you.
channel. I'll link him down below. And thank you all so much for watching. Excited to see how this season ends. And I hope you have an amazing day.
See you guys.
Thank you guys. All right, beautiful.
I should have just said Playmaker.